Yo guys, Theo here. I'm here in the gym early as hell because yes, today is the final day of my 2-year transformation. I've been cutting for my 2-year transformation, which is, I don't know the exact date, but it's the 23rd of July today, and it was like plus minus a couple of days. This is where I had my first workout. So we'll see now. I did have a clock set at 3:30 in the morning to get here before I open this place and be able to take some shots, like both photos and videos. We'll see if this one ends up becoming a video on its own, like the end of my cut, or if I'll put this in the 2-year transformation. But good morning anyways. I'm gonna take a little pump here and then I'll talk to you some more. And guys, it looks like my face is becoming incredibly white here. I don't understand this camera sometimes. Sometimes it's just perfect, sometimes it screws up. So, okay, what we'll do, this is the end of my 1-month prolonged fasting cut, the video. This is the day after I was posing there in the gym. If I know myself correctly, I have already put teasers here showing the posing and stuff, because that's the most interesting part, right? The visuals, seeing the shreds and muscles more than ever. So, yes, I've already made a video about the first 10 days of this cut. Okay, I'll put the comparison pics here, like snake diet style, just front, side and back, unflexed. I'll throw in the flex too. Like at the start of the cut, my fasted morning weight was 81.5 kilos. At the end here, it was just below 76 kilos. So that's like 5.5 kilos, a little more, 13 pounds roughly that I lost in 1 month. And I've already done the video about how I went from 15 to 10% body fat in 10 days. That was the start of this cut. The reason I had to kind of pause the cut in the middle and maintain. I'm going to tell you how I did it, but that's because it was around 23rd, 24th, 25th something of July 2018 when I did my first workout, when I started doing my negative pull-ups. That was only 5 sets of negative pull-ups was my full workout for the first 2 weeks. So yes, this is why. And I ended up losing, like, of these 13 pounds, 5.5 kilos, I ended up losing like 2/3 of that after the first 10 days. And you can go to the video that will obviously be linked at the end here, but the video was, I tell you what I did. I started on a Thursday with a 72-hour fast. I ate on the Sunday without training. I ate, and by the way, always when I eat with a prolonged fasting, always on what would be a surplus if I ate daily, but since I go so long between without food, it's not a surplus, but between 3.5 and 4 calories on average, every now and then a bigger day, like 5,000 calories. So I did this 72 hours from a Thursday to Sunday, ate on the Sunday, ate on the Monday, train full body, fast on Tuesday, eat and train on Wednesday, fast on Thursday, fast on Friday, eat and train on Saturday, eat and rest on Sunday. And from this point is where till the last 5 days or so, I did 3 or 4 days of eating in a row with 2 or 3 days of training. I wanted one rest day where I still ate, you know, to just build up, repair the muscles that have gotten broken down. So I maintained basically the 77.5 to 78 kilos doing this, eating big, training 3 or 4 days, and then fasting on the 5th or 4th day, whatever it was. Then I ended right before doing that, I mean the posing and things in the gym. I just did 2 back-to-back almost 48-hour fast, because, you know, I don't do the refeed in 1 minute. It takes a few more hours to eat, but so maybe 44-hour fasts. I did 2 last ones. What I've learned a lot from this is right at the point, if I ever do compete in bodybuilding, which is something I want to try at least once. And you know, a guy actually said to me that he thinks I should do it, like that I have the physique for it, and I was like, yeah, thank you. I love the bodybuilding. I don't think the contest bodybuilding is what is for me mainly. It's not my dream to stand on stage with a spray tan, you know, and flexing and stuff. But he said, like, yeah, that's what I said my first show too, and he had been going for years and years. So we'll see. You never know. It is fun. I love building the physique. I love showing it off to people. You know, not only for the. I mean, I would lie if I'd say it doesn't feel good when people, you know, compliment me on my physique. Of course it does. But also, you know, just being the example, showing I was this depressed guy. You know, I was this. I was at the bottom, and look, I did not only pick myself up. I did something incredible here. So obviously it's awesome. Yes, but yeah, sorry, you know, small tangent there. What I've learned now is at this, whatever the body fat percentage may be, you know, never listen to people claiming to know so exactly about different percentages. It looks very different on different people. You know, for instance, my back now at this point, it's just so much more ripped than everything else. Like if you look at the back, you could go, he's like 7% body fat. If you look at the front, 10, maybe more. You know, it's hard. It's very hard. But no matter what the percentage is, this like fat to muscle ratio, this is, if I did compete in bodybuilding, this is where I'd stop with a prolonged fasting, like longer than 24 hours, and go switch to 1 or 2 meals a day, maybe 3. You never know. But because this is the thing, when your hunger hormones are in check, because you don't eat every day, all day, and lots of sugar, insulin, leptin, and ghrelin, look up these hormones, all be out of whack, then you get hungry all the time, you know. But if all of those are in check, when you have some extra body fat to spare, like me at the beginning of this cut, it's not supposed to be hard to be without food, which it wasn't for me. Like, I enjoyed it the first 10 days there, when I just sliced off the bigger part of all this fat. It was not a challenge even. It was fun. It was enjoyable. But the last fast here, I just felt, because this is the point, even though the body it doesn't mind taking from its own energy store, fat store, food out of the fridge, as I say, you know, you never want to have an empty fridge, right? You don't want to run out, and that's how the body feels. It doesn't mind being lean, but it does mind being a contest bodybuilder. That's not natural. It doesn't want that. So the last 48 here had one really tough part that I didn't feel on any other fast I've done on this cut. I just got overwhelmed by nausea and just it did not feel good, not high energy. And the next day I felt better. I was working, you know, I do fast at work, but this is also why, you know, it's one thing that I'm fasted and in a special mood, just maybe a little more grateful. That was how it was in the beginning, but like I became almost rude. Like I had to really be on myself, because your body, when you're fasting, often it's in a good way. You become, you know, zen. You don't care about trivial stuff. But when you're in that worse mood, it's like everything is trivial. Other people can seem trivial. And yeah, so yeah, this is exactly where I'd stop doing the prolonged fasting and switch to 1, 2, or 3 meals per day. Also, 1, 2, or 3 would depend on what I do on that day on the cut. I would probably switch around between 1 and 3 meals. Yes, but so that's the story about this cut in whole. We'll cut back now to some of the pump workout. We'll see how much of it. You know, you can stop watching if you don't care about that stuff. It's gonna be minutes of me pumping myself up and then posing. Muscles are not quite awake. I'm so happy. Every workout doesn't feel like this. Oof. Chesticles coming in quite nicely. Little uneven pump. A little stretch. Okay, now for the pose. Okay guys, I seriously have like 7 minutes until I gotta open the gym. I did the pose once, but the lighting, the ISO doesn't work well inside with this camera. Okay, but here we go, a little final flex. It's gonna have to be fast now. It's tougher than it looks, flexing. Respect for the bodybuilders. This is a workout on its own. Okay. Little look at the legs too, much more ripped for sure. See the rectus femoris popping out there. Okay, the backside too, it doesn't show too well. But yeah, this one I like. Feel like a girl now. Okay guys, gotta open the gym. See you in a bit. So if you see how amazing this is, like this, no one does this. We have Cole Robinson of the snake diet that is like also bodybuilder-ish, like very fit and does the prolonged fasting to cut fat this aggressively. Apart from that, I have never seen anyone in the whole world, 7 billion people, that does this. So if you see how amazing this is and think this guy, he seems cool, if you realize how special this is and also think to yourself, wow, apart from being so great at the fitness and training stuff, this guy, when it's not in the morning and he's kind of tired, he's probably very charismatic and funny to listen and watch to. What if he could do this live? I know you need 1,000 subscribers to that, I know. Let's subscribe, let's like the video, let's recommend this to all my friends. I will make a post about this cut in the Snake Diet group on Facebook too, so please be on the lookout for that and, you know, pump it up with the likes and comments. So yes, guys, I'll see you later, pumping out videos like crazy, having a lot of fun. Thank you for being around to watch it. Alright, peace.